Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships with high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We
are Condors.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to Conestoga College. We're hanging out in Waterloo here at the Esports Hub. As I said, the past few days, gamers be gaming. We're here to watch some of those games happen. I'm Leaf. Beside me, Stretch is joining me for the first time. Your debut, buddy.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm beyond excited. I'm like really hyped to be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything goes well.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Usually things fall apart when you're around, but let's hope that hasn't happened today. Today, we're talking about some Valorant. So why don't we start talking about the squad we're going to see, of course. It's going to be our Valorant GC squad. They're, of course, not in the studio. So if you're looking into the window right here, they're not hanging out here. We have a lot of stuff going on, people checking out the facility. I think our Rocket League squad actually took over the main spot there. So since we can't see their faces, why don't we take a look at them in a much better form here. Let's take a look. There's our squad, of course, and I think there's one maybe missing there, too. Actually, you know what's great about this? That's my first time seeing Rajante.
Yeah.
I've not actually got to see the man behind the pause, the tactical pauses.
Yeah, he's honestly, he's looking good with the mustache and little goatee there.
Yeah, that's what I'm rocking.
Yeah.
So he's a man after my own heart, I suppose. But yeah, there's the rest of the squad, of course. We do have to mention today, Griselia will actually be subbing in today, just like before. They're students and students first before competitors. So obviously school comes in first, and Mina Belief is out. So Griselia will be subbing in for that. Off the bat, though, these guys have been doing really good so far. The squad's just been kicking some butt, and I believe at this point that they're playing perfect. You were obs in the last time we saw them.
Yeah, 4-0 today. And we're looking to continue that.
All right.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, let's take a look at the rest of the teams in here because, well, you know they ain't got nothing else. Let's see how they're doing. They're all actually competing pretty close to each other. None of these other squads are going 2-0 on the losses side here. We've got, unfortunately, UCF Knights Pink. That might have been the team we played last time that is going 0-3.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that spot.
Definitely not. I have been in that spot many times.
No.
I'm in that spot currently with my roster in Maine, but you know, you can only go up when you have 0 wins.
That's very true. We could see the major comeback here from them. But that's not what's happening today, because our squad is actually going to be down in the 5th spot who are playing. And of course, Stretch, it's going to be the University of Maryland, who I don't think we know anything about.
Yeah, nothing. I've never knew Maryland existed, to be honest.
They have such an interesting name too. And I don't know what it is. Terps.
Terps, dwerps,
twerps.
I could not tell you.
If they're rude to us, we can call them twerps.
Twerps, yeah.
Right? Because that's what a twerp. Like your little brother is a twerp. You know.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a little brother?
Yes, I do have a little brother.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Spending a lot of time with him as of late.
Yes. Actually, you're just mentioning.
Yes. Yeah. He just graduated from Laurier today.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So nice little shout out to my little brother.
Clip that one, send it off. There you go, on broadcast for everyone to see. The University of Maryland here, we don't know much about what they're going to bring to the table up against our squad. It might not matter. We apparently played one of the better squads already earlier and beat them 2-0. So there's a good chance that our squad is actually definitively right now the best in the league. So I'm just going to walk throughout the rest of this broadcast with that assumption that we're the best in this league right now.
Yeah, we should always err on the eye of caution with the sub today, but fingers crossed they can get it done. Obviously, with a sub, you're still usually playing the same structure, and you just let the sub fit in where they can. But I don't see how it would affect that much of the play today.
Not really. Well, I mean, Crisselli, again, has experience with the squad, right? She's played with them plenty of times before, and even subbed in for Mina in this league as well, and it's gone well. So they already know what to expect with the squad. I genuinely don't see this being some sort of weird fall off because Crisselli is in. I think it's going to end up being just fine. I think the squad overall has a really good demeanor and I guess mentality coming into this, just in general and playing. You see them whenever we do have them on cam, they're having fun. Even when they're losing, they're laughing. I feel like that's a big part of a team structure.
Yeah. I will say losing and laughing is normally how you want it to go, because the other way is not so fun.
It's not so, well, I mean, speak to that, because obviously as a competitor yourself on a few of our squads here at the college, for you, I mean, it's got to be difficult sometimes to manage. Sometimes you're just having a bad day and you don't want to smile. So when you're losing, it's harder to bring yourself back into that.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to balance between those two, of like still staying hype and happy and like still having the balance as well. Because like when you're winning, it's easy to run that. When you're losing, you have to make sure you keep that level, especially when I was IGLing. So I'm going to be the one.
IGL,
I'm going to be the one talking at the start of the round. So I have to keep my voice level, everything calm and collected, to where they can just feel a sense of like, nice and warm.
Like there's no animosity building with the rest of the squad. Because if the second someone is quiet, and especially our IGL gets a little quieter, it's easy to think, something's wrong, or someone hates me, or I'm hating what this other person's doing. And that's so hard in those moments to like try to figure out. So having a central point that can lock in and make everyone feel good is super key. And that's Ella Bloom for us. Ella Bloom is going to be our IGL.
Yeah. So
what do you expect from what are the responsibilities, I guess, of an IGL? Like what's Ella, besides just remaining calm, what's Ella's goal today going up against Maryland?
So you're going to find a lot of her responsibilities with the mid round and then the start of the round. So like she'll call the default.
Right.
And so the default will be, say they're going to aim towards A. The default she's going to lay out where everyone's going, what their rules are. And that's just for the start of the round.
Right.
And then we find ourselves into the second part of the round where you find mid-rolling mid-rounding, not mid-rolling. But mid-rounding where you're going to find yourself trying to take that objective.
Okay.
And once you get into the objective, if you don't, the round's over.
Right. And then you got to hold if you're attacking, right?
Once you get the objective, then that's the third part of the round where you play post or you retake, stuff like that.
I guess questions for me then, as someone with less experience when it comes to the strategy around Valorant is are there certain positions, say, for instance, that a Sentinel is going to be placing trip in that? Is there spots where, is that an IGL calling out, hey, let's cover this spot right now? Or is that just a Sentinel saying this is where the stuff should go?
So as a Sentinel, you have your like 3 setups for each site or each avenue in the map. So like the maps is like a 3 avenue. So you'll have a couple setups where you cover 2 avenues and you kind of play in between.
Okay.
But like most of the time your IGL will tell you, say, I want you on A this round because we're going to do a B aggress. So essentially your whole point is to delay or hold the bomb site. And once you delay or hold, you'll find that you'll end up being rotated between sites if we get that far.
Right, that's fair enough. So is that then on the IGL, or is this a group? Do you find a lot of, I guess, group information making those decisions for the IGL? Or at least maybe it varies team to team.
It varies team to team, but if your IGL is very like hands-on, they'll already have an idea going into the next round. And it's kind of like your responsibility to pick your setup and where you put your util to like fill out their idea of like holding that space or going for space, stuff like that.
Well, looking at this squad specifically then, we got a little bit of intel before of just what they tend to want to play. Do you remember a couple of the maps? I believe Icebox was in there as well.
Yes.
For them, the maps that they are looking to hopefully be able to lock in.
Ascent, it was definitely on Abyss because I do not remember Abyss being on Ascent. Bind, possibly.
I believe Bind, yes.
And what was the one you
and
were
then
saying
Icebox.
Earlier? Icebox, yeah. I think that's the 3 they aim for. But there might have been another one, but we'll find out if we get picked.
That's true. Well, again, it still comes down to the vetoes, right? Yeah. Depending on how those come in. We'll see those in a little bit once they do come in. But for them, I mean, looking at that map pool already that we've seen that they want to aim for, do you think there's certain reasons that they might want to aim for these? Or is it just a lot of time just come down to we just like the map, it vibes with us? Or is it tend to be who's practicing?
It was Lotus, the other map. It just popped in, so sorry. But veto is ready.
Oh, apparently we do have the veto, so we'll throw them up. But tell me what you'd expect here from these maps.
So Abyss Haven ban. So you're going to see Sunset pick from Maryland. We're going into Ascent, which is like your Mirage of all Mirage maps. It's very basic, where you find the most pugging. And then we're going to find ourselves on Lotus, the 3 bomb site map. Absolutely love and hate that map. It's like hectic, but not hectic at the same. Yeah, Lotus.
Okay. On Sunset, I believe we're defense first here, and that of course is Maryland's pick. So again, I looking at Sunset, I guess specifically being defense with Maryland's pick. What is an optimal first, 6 to 9 rounds for us here? Do we feel like we're on the defensive half being in a non-advantageous spot? Is that good for us?
Obviously, finding the pistol is where you want to start.
Of course, yeah. Oh, yeah. That dictates first few rounds.
Finding the pistol, and then essentially second round will be exponentially easier. And then you'll look into the first gun round where you'll want to pull out a pocket strat. You're probably not going to default. Maybe you default if you feel they're going to be aggressive off rip. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, obviously just finding the comfort zones of where you want to play crossfires would be probably the best.
So would you rather start defense or attack on Sunset?
Me personally, I love starting attack because I can set the pace.
Right.
And set so in Valorant you have a lot of timings on util as well as timings in game.
Right.
So util timings, you'll rip all your util off early round, and then you'll wait for that 30 seconds for your util to regen up, and then you'll do your second pop to grab more map info, map space, stuff like that.
So is it just in general, like even across Ascent and Lotus, you generally want to go attack, just your play style? I mean, because I know some of these are favored, whether they're attack or defense heavy.
Yeah. Well, obviously, attacker side is just my bread and butter.
He's just like, okay, fair enough.
But like, if you want to start slow, you go defense, because defense you're not calling as much.
Right.
You're playing more defaults, and like you're only really gonna call pocket strats in defense.
Right.
And it's like, your defaults are pretty much like set in stone. You won't change a lot in there.
Okay. I guess how often are your strats towards this is a intel sesh for me, because I find it very interesting to see how the flow goes. But for squads, is it generally like, hey, if we're going for a B rush, we're going to do a split push? Like, are these called round to round? Is there a set certain amount of first 4 to 5 calls you're going to try to run early on to create that sense of like conditioning first?
Yeah. So like the conditioning side of it is like, if you're going to run default heavy off start of rounds and play like a mid-round heavy game.
Okay.
So that would be where you get the conditioning of util. But if you're going to like run like just calling out a spawn and like running fast plays, like in their face fast plays, then you would find a lot of like just sticking to like what the IGL calls. Where like, say you're conditioning, you'll be like, well, we're going to do default A or default B and run this conditioning where we smoke the entrance and we see what happens essentially. And then once you find out what happens, then you try to like counterplay that.
Right. It's one of my funnest things. I don't have a lot of experience with CS, but a few hundred hours. And my buddy was at the time, before I got overrun by cheaters, was Global Elite. So I was being fed information that was relatively valid. And it's still my favorite part of it over all the time was he just said B rush. I don't know what it was about. Like I might be like you, where I really like that aggressive approach, but every time I just hear B rush, I'm like, let's go. It's just my funnest time to play in these kind of games.
I mean, Dust2 has had that update where you can throw flashes as fast as possible. The whole skybox is open. You can throw those flashes right away, essentially. And the off spawn smokes now for Dust2. So the B rush for me gets called a lot.
How do you feel like, I guess, those kind of plays when it comes to Valorant in general? I mean, do you feel like they're the same level of risk as something as a game like CS and payoff? Or what's, like, I guess, that balance, and how does it differ?
I feel like fast plays are more like leaning towards teams that you'll find that are like just more fleshed out on what they need to see happen. And the slow plays are very easy for like a beginning team that just got together, because you can micromanage more, where like fast plays, everyone has to look at a certain place and throw that certain flash at that certain timing for it to work out perfectly. And if that flash misses, just 3 of you are going to die to a spray down.
Yeah. Because they know, they're coming this way.
5 footsteps here.
It's just interesting because I love that aggressive play. That's why I tend towards games like Call of Duty or Rocket League. It's that ADHD kind of style of play, but this has a lot more thought that gets put into it. Less, and I would say something like League of Legends. There's a lot of time to think. But there's less time between rounds in this. And maintaining composed, especially when you're not in the arena like they usually are, that can be sometimes more difficult. But how do you find, as a competitor, having the arena to be able to play in where you're sitting beside your teammates as opposed to being at home in your room? Obviously, you get the comfort of being at home, but something about being beside your teammates changes, I imagine.
Being beside your teammates is like, in my opinion, personally, is everything.
Yeah.
Like, I love just being able to blow a kiss to somebody when they do an absolute immaculate round.
Yeah, you get the personality.
Yeah, exactly. Personality. You get to yell.
The fist bumps.
I'm a big yeller. I love yelling at the top of my lungs. Like a good pistol round coming down to a 1v1. That scream.
Pop off.
That scream will come.
Oh, you and J-Ray.
Oh, yeah.
From our COD team?
100%. Like, 100%. I've heard him while I'm playing as well.
Everyone hears him when he's playing. That's for sure. Yeah, no, there's something about it being able to, and that's what's so cool about this facility. I mean, across the board, it's not just professionals that have experience in the industry that's building the foundation of this. It's the fact that we have a bunch of just, I guess, eager students, I mean, people like yourself that are ready to get in and be a part of all of this. I mean, you look at even our hype chamber, our stream chamber going on right now for the Condors Esports. We have Cosmo behind the scenes doing this stuff, making the broadcast better every single time. The fact that we have the facility that we can show. We have people in right now we're showing it off to because it's so cool, right? Having that is something I think a lot of schools just don't get. I don't know what Maryland's like, what kind of facility they have, but Conestoga is definitely one of the ones that were ahead of the curve in jumping on this.
Yeah. I mean, my only one thing to add is...
What are you adding?
The free Red Bull.
You guys got a fridge right beside you.
Yes, yeah.
You already grabbed one today.
Yeah, there's one below me, just hanging out, waiting.
For our lovely podcast, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully have our match in a bit here. Not sure if we're still waiting. It looks like potentially on our opponents here. But hopefully they'll show up soon here. And before that, maybe we'll take a break in a second. But before we do that, I want to ask you for yourself, I guess, for the squad here. Coming into this, seeing that we're already 4-0 and we've beat one of the better teams, I want an early prediction before we go to break, what you think we're going to see on the other side. I'm calling it 2-0. I think this is going to be pretty brutal, too.
I'm also going to call it 2-0.
Yeah.
I don't see us making it to Lotus. I
Right.
think it's just going to be a Sunset Ascent smash.
Well, okay, let's give me the map call then as well.
I'm going...
How many rounds are we giving them?
13-6 and 13-8. I think we're going to see a better showing on Ascent.
Fair enough.
But
even though that's our pick?
Yeah, that's our pick.
Okay.
But it's like
Everyone
it's more of a it's like a common map, you know.
I actually was going to 13-6 as well for the first one, knowing absolutely nothing. So that does validate at least my guess ability on that. But I guess we'll have to find out in a little bit. We still are waiting on the opponents to get around here so that you don't have to listen to us ramble on for much longer. We'll go to a quick break, grab some water, get some popcorn, come back for the Conestoga win that's inevitable.
Conestoga College is setting the stage for a new era in gaming. In 2025, we're opening a state-of-the-art esports venue, a premier facility for high-performing gamers in Canada.
In this 10,000 square foot facility, we're putting you in the center of the action. The facility will have 50 top-tier PC stations, 5 console stations, immersive VR stations, a team operations room, a full production suite, and a premier competition stage.
Esports is a rapidly evolving industry with global viewership of 532 million in 2022. This initiative goes beyond esports. It's also a platform for forging bonds, making memories, and creating connections.
Since 2020, Condors Esports continues to evolve, providing industry-leading facilities and experiences to the esports community.
Conestoga's esports venue expresses a sustainable and intentional future to compete, play, and work, all powered by gaming.
Esports is for everybody. That's what makes this so special, where there's not a lot of barrier to entry. It's, do you have a passion for gaming? That's all it really takes. There's so many different things involved in this. It really does take that full team to make a successful event run. And that's what this program does. You got the lighting going on, you got the video capture going on, you got the whole production crew that are packaging this all together, you have the showcasting that's happening. We want to be, that pinnacle for esports. We want students to come here, learn from industry best, and launch their careers in esports. You got a new arena that's being built. To have that investment through the college, it proves a lot. We're invested in this. This can lead to something really big and something really neat and something that you're really invested in. It's a billion-dollar industry, and we really can't wait to see where this goes.
Welcome back, as we do have our match just about on the way. I remind you, I'm Leaf, and I'm hanging out with Stretch. We're about to watch our Valorant GC squad get underway. We're doing well in the league so far, 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0, and fingers crossed we continue on that streak, baby.
Yep. We're thinking so. As we go up against Maryland, University of Maryland on the other side, we're thinking that might be the case. Again, one of our potential larger challenges already passed us in this league so far, and we got the 2-0 map win on them. That's a good sign going up against the rest of the competitors.
Yeah, it's a beautiful sign.
Yep.
Especially going into this, Maryland, we're looking for a 2-0. We've already predicted a 2-0.
We said it will happen, and the last time, I'm pretty sure the last time we did that, it went the other way. So let's hope that we didn't commentator curse it. You'll learn today very quickly if you have it today.
Yeah.
It jumps on who has it. Maybe we're both clear, but someone has it at some. You will get it at some point.
I'm feeling the rookie buzz, so I feel like it's not on me.
Okay, you're
yet.
good today. Okay. That would be toxic of like the esports gods to just throw that on you on your first time here.
Automatic, just you get the little chip.
Let's see, trial by fire, I guess, is what it would be, right? But yeah, we don't know anything about our opponents here, what their game plan is specifically. Obviously, of course, we know more about our squad, what their goals are coming into this. We saw a big blurb before. Of course, the squad helped us out. It was a whole book of information to pull from. We saw what we'd be comfortable on when it comes to map picks. And I believe we got 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
2 of them, yes. Scent and Lotus.
Yes.
So map 2 and map 3.
Exactly, which we don't think we're going to get to, that third map. We're hoping to clear it off on Ascent, the second one there. I guess when it comes to the first map, though, before we get into the agent picking, what are your early thoughts that they might start running?
Sunset, you're probably just like a normal average comp. I mean, you're not going to like go crazy.
Yeah.
But
you could.
I mean,
if you're confident.
Confidence is key when you're picking. Now, could it come back and hurt you? It has hurt me personally in like picking crazy comps. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see like a default comp.
You want a double duelist?
I mean, triple duelist at that point, you might as well go for it.
We saw a while ago Panko as well popping off, and then right behind her, I mean, I think it was both Kaz and MGD having a great day. Like every single one of them have that potential to frag out. So I mean, that'd be pretty crazy if you did it. But yeah, if we're going default, I mean, on this map, what are you hoping your squad's gonna? Oh, actually, before we get to that, I just want to point out there's our guest actually hanging out. I believe Waterloo School Board hanging out, taking a look at what's going on with esports, which is really cool. I think they're just the region in general is looking to expand this stuff outwards. It's been something I've actually, this is not some sort of humble brag. I'm just saying I've talked to the mayor about this a few times. I know the mayor. But no, he's very interested in a lot of this stuff. I think it's just from the top to the bottom. It's this clear progressive mindset that everyone in the region has. And it's really cool to see again, to have something already existing that they can come and look at as a use case and say, oh, you guys are doing this. What have you seen so far?
Yeah, it's lovely to see. Like me personally, coming from the background of getting yelled at for playing like 12 hours a day, like just like normal degenerative, like 14 hours, don't eat, just drink water and just barely sleep.
I mean, that's not like that's much has changed here for me, but no careers for me in terms of playing going forward. But so many more opportunities for players now are opening up, and it's so cool to see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, let's get into it now. We got the agent picks about to drop in here for Sunset. Walk me through what we're going to start seeing here.
We're going to see like a it's very an Ascent-esque map, if that makes sense. It's like, I guess you could say it's the replacement. It's a 3-lane map, mid, A main, B main.
Right.
And so you'll see a very like default comp. We're seeing on the right side, Maryland, I believe. Yeah, Maryland. Going for an Omen. Yeah, like just an average 1 initiator, 1 sentinel. Oh.
Do you think we'll try to go for the mirror or try to take our own?
Honestly, like our side is more of a default.
Yeah.
Like
I've seen a
agent
lot
pick.
more usage of the Gecko.
Oh, I love
recently
Gecko.
too.
Love it. Like it's like the whole kit just like feels like it has everything for you, especially
Right.
with the little guy bomb plant.
Oh, it's just the space to be able to do stuff while it's planting.
It feels like you're in a 2v1 when you're in a 1v1.
Oh, exactly. Having even just for a small moment, it's a big pivotal moment of each round. So yeah, that I have a feeling that'll lock in, but it seems like our squad is still waiting for Maryland to start to make their locks. What are you seeing, I guess, from Maryland and you know, you said we're more of a default, but well, everything's locked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
0 seconds and we're in.
What did we just see on the Condor side there?
We see a double duelist.
That's what I thought. Okay. I wanted to make sure I knew enough to say what I thought I just saw there. That's wonderful. They're listing it up. Maybe they're no, it's like they're definitely not listening. It's a super long delay. But yeah, that's wonderful. I mean, that in my opinion shows confidence.
Oh, it's definitely confidence coming into this map. But yeah, double duelist, we'll probably see a lot of quick stuff, quick pops with the double duelists or quick openers on other sides of the map.
Well, they are starting defense, so maybe once they get on an attack, that'll happen here. But we do have our map one as we hang out on Sunset up against University of Maryland as our first pistol round starts to creep its way forward. We're looking for a nice 2-0. We're asking for a nice 2-0. Make it clean. We'll see if they can do that against University of Maryland. But you said before, the pistol round's obviously very important.
Yes, yeah. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Looking like they're going to go towards A here, early round. Not going to be pushing. Waiting on some util.
At this point, what's the goal? What's the calls? You're waiting for your opponents to really make that first move?
Yeah. First move, first sound call.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. 2 around the corner. Kaz not going to have a good day there. And the rest of the squad, you can see them start making that rotate now. They know that full squad is pushing in, especially after getting that kill. That's a good chance to move on to A site.
Going to see a slow rotate, to be honest, and they're just going to run into site. No contest here.
Yeah,
a retake. Yeah,
you see that too for the Condors. They back off. The smokes come out. They know, okay, we have to chill out a little bit. Let's go for the retake. Let's not try to sit on it and take it. It looked like we almost lost someone there.
Almost lost Panko in the back line. Going to find one. It's from CT.
Oh!
Almost finds a second. Does not, in fact, find breach.
Not quite. Cresselia, though, is going to grab one for herself. Gojo has been taken. Oh, I thought I saw Gojo in the coach spot before. Maybe he's both, or maybe he went too far. But he's nothing at this point because he's been eliminated from this first pistol round. Very long pistol round as well. A lot of times I see these end up going fast. They got to get that spike. Defuse, though. There's a nice kill there for Cresselia. Another one, not quite. That was a hard matchup to try to do because you got the 1v3, the spike planted. It's honestly a hard ask.
Yeah. So now we're going to see what they go into. If they're going to buy up, save.
I mean, what's the best caller? Generally, you want to just probably save another round.
Yeah, you're going to try to get the rifles out real quick, and then win the first rifle round. You'll pretty much be set for the next round because fingers crossed on this eco. They'll get a couple kills, keep the money in check. But yeah.
Looked like she wanted to send the little guy up to the sky. We'll do exactly that now. The Condors setting up, pushing up quite a bit, trying to get that, I guess, early intel. Oh, and there's an early fight. Kaz gets one, but also eliminated. At least it's a trade.
Gonna get spotted in a B main. Gonna look for that fight. Not really find much. Just gonna fall off that.
Yeah, but it did look like, pretty sure she was spotted there on the cross. Maryland's gonna have that information. Now MGD holding back. Again, they just want Maryland to make this next move. Based on the setup, where are we expecting that move to be?
Probably towards B here. Seems they're leaving A. Gonna run in Ella Bloom here in mid. Oh, gets away with the peek.
Yeah, that's the intel, though. I think that Condors need it. She's going to get pushed on here. Yeah, double team. Not going to go well for Ella.
bit too much util to deal with there.
And now Condors have a long way to get back there. On-site MGD is just hanging out and say, hey, can you guys come help for I don't know if I can take this one myself.
Flank through mid is going to come in slow and steady, not making any noise. As I say, not making any noise.
Just runs in. At least one. The trade there didn't go in their favor, though.
Yeah. We'll keep the money honest with those 2 kills. See 2 rebuys into the hopeful gun round.
No, I think that's the important thing, too, is at least if you can get some kills, if you're kind of going into the second round after a pistol round loss, expecting probably not to win the next one.
Yeah.
The biggest goal is to do exactly what they did and get as many kills as possible. You'd like more, but, I mean, 2 is going to help because it is forcing some rebuys.
Yeah, forcing the rebuys, keeping the economy in check. That's what you really want to do on ecos. Maybe get a win. You never know. 10% chance-ish.
Yeah, still go for it if you see the opportunity, but set your goals, milestones along the way. And now full stack over there on B. It looks like they might make that quick push. I said it before, B rush. Some of the best words to hear, and it looks like that's exactly what Maryland's going to do.
Going to have the double duelist rotate. Not in the right spot this round. Going to be a post plant for Maryland, but see the retake coming in.
I mean, we've seen this a few times before for the Condors GC squad. They love the retake. MGD
double.
Dropping 2, not the third, but at least Ella does clean up the last one. Trades back and forth. The Condors are up 2-1 if they play this right. They should have this round going for the defuse. The hold off there from Panko. And of course, it's going to be a Condors dub on the 3rd round.
Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect timing to peek out and find the double push into the connector to clear. And just not ready to clear. Was it MGD there?
Yeah, MGD, a gnarly start. I mean, that opens up the pathway for your squad to get back on for a nice clean retake. If you can catch your opponents by surprise like that. And Condors back in it again. There's a possibility that could have gone to a 3-0 situation. But thankfully, being up 1-2 now, things are very much in check when it comes to economy.
We're going to see a bit of a split, fast take into mid, breaking the connector door. Ella Bloom not going to give this space up for free.
Not for free, but it is still feeling the pressure, that's for sure. 2 of them start to push, turn the corner.
Oh my goodness.
That was absolutely everything. Sometimes you just got to be the util sponge. You know?
I mean, it's going to be a lot of util down for this side take, but it looks like they're already in. Going to be going for the retake again here. Connector has a lot of people in it. Not going to find the first, going to double up, and this might be a save.
Yeah, that kind of hurts there, especially as you said, with the double. They're still going to try to poke and prod, though.
Going to find one.
They can't around that corner just behind the box. Grace. It's going to have the surprise there if they don't get that corner. That's one. Nice little clip on the head. MGD at least grabs one herself. And now for the final little bit here.
Yeah. Find yourself a 1v2. Definitely doable. So you're up against the Omen with the blind. We're going to see right there. And yeah, it gets swung in from connector on the second angle.
Not much you can do when you got a cross like that, right?
Especially late time, Yeah,
no, that's very difficult. I like the valiant effort. Again, they got down 3 players. They're keeping things honest right now.
Yeah. Back and forth rounds. So the money's going to be iffy-ish, but we should see a buyout here.
I love that click there. A couple pixels just above the stairs. She nails that shot. Again, unfortunately, there were 2 there ready for the kill, but only 2 rounds down. This is still very close. I mean, University of Maryland definitely giving our call of a 13-6 a run for its money. That's definitely going to be a tight call with only 3 rounds left to go if they want to beat what we expected.
Oh, spotting 2 on the cam on MGD. Gonna run around spawn, probably run into sight with Ella Bloom. She's gonna find that fight, get the first. Be re-peeking, never mind.
Get
through the wall. Into the fight.
And now Condors, they know what's there though. At least they are tied up when it comes to player count coming into this, although not anymore as University of Maryland drops to its Panko. Getting the credit for that. MGD and Kaz clean up the last simultaneously. And yeah, I think that intel at the beginning was massive though, because that allowed almost a full team rotate. They only kept 1B.
Yeah. Seeing the 2/3, I don't know if they saw the 3 on the cam, just giving you that free early rotate. Panko coming in with that perfect ult at the perfect time to just cancel out that wrap on that push. Beautiful usage right there.
Now, I guess give me the thoughts on that spot when we had the intel of 2 players. It did feel like Maryland just was not aware that they might have a camera looking at them there.
Yeah. I think they broke it. I could not tell you. Back in the memory a bit too far. But, yeah.
It was definitely too late. Too little too late. Look at this. Again, I love that aggressive hold there. Panko says hello and good night, although Toxic, unfortunately, turns around and answers that call as well. Now 4v2, not an ideal situation for a retake.
This is really bad. They're going to pick up the weapons inside of B main, and it's going to be a hard retake.
Ooh, there's some sight lines at least, but you got to watch out this aggressive push here because you don't know where those other 3 players are.
Info given over. One on pillar, one on site. You know 2's here.
Yeah, you have to. Like, you just can't walk out of here expecting not to get crossed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the one that she was looking at that takes out Ella Bloom. And MGD says, good night as well. We'll head into the next round. And that will be another point on the board, for Maryland.
I'm not feeling good about my prediction.
No. It definitely feels like Maryland's coming with a little more gusto than maybe even our squad, our players actually expected to.
Yeah.
Granted, this is Maryland's map pick, so there's always some sort of, hey, you have to expect them to have a reason for making that pick.
Yeah, obviously not finding the pistol will give them a couple rounds off rip.
Of course.
So not in a spot to panic yet.
No. They didn't let it get carried away. I mean, they still got 2 rounds off of it, and it's been a back and forth. So it's not like it's just been 4 rounds in a row.
Losing that gun round looks like we're into a bit of a deco. A bit more of a deco, MGD with the Bulldog, but we'll have to see how this round develops. Find an ult towards B, through connector as well, through A main. Panko going to find the first into sight. Seems like it's going to stall out, and they're going to go for a bit more mid control.
Hey, I mean, they're starting to slowly eliminate them. I think they got the info, too, of where that's going to be. So this is honestly not looking the worst for the Condors right now. Ella, another one, and straight to the defuse. The rest of Maryland not even there. She's just going to be able to stick it.
Perfect. That alt plant does not turn out well for Maryland. And Ella Bloom just runs in, gets the first, and just sticks.
I guess now at this point, it does feel like there's been a couple sloppy calls from Maryland. I don't know if that's something you're seeing on your side as well. Do you feel like that's something that's going to eventually overwhelm them? What are you, I guess, analyzing from this team of Maryland so far?
Me personally analyzing, I'm seeing that the B take is working and the mid take.
Right.
So as soon as they find themselves going towards that A bomb site, hasn't really gone well apart from the pistol round. But I think if you were the team of Maryland, you'd stick to that mid take and feel out the defense. Maybe get into connector, finish B. But it's going to look like they're going to lean towards A this round. So we're going to test that theory.
I mean, I guess in this, the mentality probably is, hey, we just sucked at an A take. They're not going to expect us to do it again. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Well, it's working for them. They got 1 down at least for now. We'll see how the rest of the round goes. They're making their way onto site. At this point, Condors back off for the retake.
Pretty much got a free sight with that ult, forcing Ella Bloom into that fight, but we're going to see the retake coming in right about now.
And there's the peak. And they got the kill. Nice clean from Panko. It allows the rest of the Condors to be able to move on to site. Got to back up, though. Still got some time to get on there for the defuse, but with 3 on site and 3 for the Condors, it can't just be an aggressive push, especially with that raise at basically a one-tap.
Spike's not quite down yet, actually, but from that early fight from Panko.
You're right. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I just assumed it would have
yeah,
been.
assumed.
You're absolutely right. Down to a 2v2.
2 1v1s.
Ooh, look at this.
Down to a 1v1.
Uh-oh.
Early nade swing. What a beautiful flick.
Oh, that was beautiful, too, especially when you see the nade come out and you're like, is your opponent going to expect you to walk through that hitbox at all? Probably not. So that definitely gave Cresselia the chance to get that flick in. That flick was clean as well.
It was no doubt all like just straight to the head. I can't do that now.
I've seen you do that a few times.
A few times, but like that one, like just look.
Just right there.
Yeah.
No, that was clean. And again, especially just the aggressive push, the confident push to get over to the bomb or to the spike was just a great call overall.
Yeah.
I think the surprise element definitely helped.
Yeah, taking up that space, just closing in and getting into like an off angle unexpected. And then hitting the flick on top. Just like such a well-played 1v1, in my opinion, at least.
Is that timing you called for there? I don't know if she got the intel that they're moving this way, but she did back off. And Maryland looks to be, again, bit of that mid-hold, but they're going to go for that B
split.
Push again. Yep.
B split coming in. I'm going to throw the eye over. Panko's going to just tap that thing out of here. Know they're in connector. Crescendia is going to get the first coming in. Panko swings, gets swungs on. Care Bear taking out Kaz somewhere else on the site. Going to be jumping into that post plant.
Yeah. Maryland comes out with the advantage on the other side, but it's gone pretty quickly. Ella turns the corner, takes one down, and now the Condors moving aggressively towards that other plant site, but MGD's got to watch her back there. She might get snuck up on. She does, and that's going to give Toxic a chance to turn on Ella.
Beautiful push coming out of Toxic through connector into spawn, knowing they're probably pushing out of that CT into the site. Just great timing.
Yeah, no, you mentioned a few times it comes down to timing. That timing was perfect. I mean, you catch MGD just out in the open as you're rotating back onto site, and it just gives you a 2v1 for the final.
Yeah, no idea that she's going to be there.
No.
Perfect.
You got to look everywhere. You got to turn your sensitivity up to like maximum, like 1600 DPI, and just spin everywhere all the time.
This game, I actually do have a higher sensitivity
really?
in because you're always looking around. People can TP on you, appear behind you through
all the raised rollouts can just fly into sight. Yeah,
crazy.
Woo.
Oh, could have found an early walk into the fight.
I like it. Nice little ghost kill to start things off there, but the Condors trading back and forth. Kaz gets the last one.
Find ourselves in a 3v3 post plant with kind of weird positions. You don't really find yourself in these spots. Gonna get the first.
This is probably not the way Maryland expected this one to go. Did they save as well? Certainly they didn't. No, they didn't. The fact that the Condors are coming into this.
Well, it's not going to find a kill. Smoke goes down. Gets the first. And double headshot. We're going to find that round.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but that was a save round as well, was it not?
Yes. Yeah, we had some pistols. Ella Bloom, perfect timing peak to start us off as they took the right side of A.
That gives me a lot of confidence in the Condors overall. The fact that you can shut down any little momentum that your opponents may have had, come into a save round and shut them down again. That's just a good sign for things to come.
Oh, 100% a beautiful sign. Just when you find yourself on that low economy buy, getting that win with low util, low guns, always feels absolutely amazing.
5-5 now. We saw one more to go for our quota for round wins for Maryland.
Bit early to hit it, but fingers crossed it's true. Looking like they're going to be taking that A space early. Not going to be contested here. MGD is going to be the only player here with that Sentinel. A couple trips. Cage is thrown out. Still moving up. We're seeing the rotate slowly come in. Definitely going to be here in time for the hit if they decide to hit.
Well, you should know it's coming now. Smokes are out. A little space saving there from University of Maryland. They're on site. They're planting, but good kill from Ella. At least evens things up, but there another one from Grace. Brings it back to an advantage for Maryland.
43. Cam going to go out. Ulting into sight.
Rockets are out. Shoot him in the face.
Finding the first. They have the sight. While this is happening, Maryland's rotated around to the main.
Yeah.
Sounding's going to find. Oh.
There's no way we walk out on top on this one. Let's
mini
go.
guy got it.
We talked about 11 Gecko before. The little guy's there to save the day again.
Perfect retake. It just automatically gives you another player. Well, he's defusing.
Well, especially in a situation like this where, sure, you take out one on site, but you still have 3 other players that are watching from completely like 180-degree cross angles that you have to just keep swinging. We saw that there. So if you get the little guy down, that gives you an extra 2 sight lines, or an extra sight line.
Extra eyes on a swing that could possibly come out.
I don't think you really succeed that in many cases without that little guy.
Oh, definitely not, yeah. A little guy won them the round there.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. What's going on here again?
Perfect crossfire in the counter to the A push. Sorry, B push. My bad.
That was their B push too. That's, what you're saying before, it might have been their stronger suit. And it not in this case. Kaz with 2 right off the bat, a 3rd one locked in, and 5th kill, is going to go to MGD.
Almost flawless. They're just getting that one in the main for that trade. Then everyone else is just caught out looking in the wrong direction.
That's good. Hey, still stuck at 5.
I mean, we get the pistol.
It could be.
I'm not saying anything, but it could be.
It's still there. Either way, this is a great hold from the Condors. I mean, I think they're relying on the confidence right now that fundamentally they know their game will win this. I mean, they're just playing their game, and I think overall it's just more rock solid than what Maryland's bringing in. I mean, they feel less well-rounded overall.
Yeah. Less well-rounded. We're going to find ourselves going straight into B fast. Going to blow up that tripwire. Wait for the smokes to come out. Flashes out. Onto the site. It's going to be open for them to take. Wingman's going to throw that down. Going to spam back. Doesn't find the wingman, and bomb is down.
That was a
5v5 retake. As I say that, Kaz goes down to the limit.
Got a decent hold here. There's 3. Just light them up, although the little bot buddy is going to help out. Care Bear eliminates 2 of our players, but Cresselia goes on a rampage and shuts down 3 of them. The last one behind her. She's just got to buy some time here. Bring us to the end. We'll see how they're going to play this bomb. They know they want to go for the defuse. There's going to be the gunfight. Cresselia on top.
Beautiful 1v3. Just hit all the headshots that was needed and called upon, especially that last kill. Just a thing of beauty. Just a thing of beauty.
Yeah, this is why I had 0 doubt about Cresselia stepping in as a sub today.
0 doubt, indeed.
Yeah, look at it right now. So 13-6.
Sub who?
Yeah, that's your entry fragger right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cresselia is locking in. This is a player, again, that the Condor squad, they knew they could rely on her.
Taking beef space fast. Not going to find a tripwire to break, but smoke should come out, and it should be a free sight going into another retake for Maryland.
Yeah.
Throw the boom bout out.
Yeah. Going to give you a little information, maybe a little extra hit, but seems to be they might have been able to avoid it. But with the bomb down, it's going to be up to now our opponents for the retake. And look how aggressive we're getting on them. Just eliminated left, right, center. University of Maryland, where you at?
Taking the fight into that connector, finding everything, just flawless. That's exactly how you want your anti-ecos to go.
That felt pretty good.
Definitely.
Yeah, wonderful play for that. I love a little dance at the end there, too. Like, yeah, I'm just going to – I can't do anything here.
Crouch spam. Twirl the mouse. Hopefully they miss.
It's interesting, too. I wonder, just on my show, I guess maybe the mentality, too, that they just kind of sit there and wait for the final kill. I mean, you don't even try to go for at least one pick.
Yeah. Oh. Kaz can find the opener. Going to draw over all the rotates, giving up all other space on the map just to rotate. Kaz going to get the second entry while MGD goes down in mid.
This is wonderful. I mean, this is why you run that double duelist, right? This is for these moments for when you're on attack to be as aggressive as you want to be.
Yeah. Bomb goes down. 3v3. Looking at just an A main, maybe peek into when the smoke goes down from Ella Bloom. You're going to go early while the smoke goes down. Going to find the first, and obviously this.
Yeah. Oh. Ella.
Said it too quick.
Ella.
Bit of a caster curse there.
Yeah, that was on, you know what? That's on you, Stretch.
Oh, my.
I'm not going to blame Ella. That's on you.
It might have been me.
That's so funny. Yeah, you called it, and then all of a sudden the bullets went cross-eyed.
Yeah,
went this way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I guess for the Condors now, I mean, how do you walk away from this that last round? What are you saying to each other after that?
Just knowing that the bullets didn't fly correctly for you in that round. You essentially won and lost the round at the same time. You were in the right spot, but you just have to find the right spot again, and the bullets will hit this time. That's what you have to believe in this situation. And it's what they look like they're going to believe, finding that early info that they're pushed up mid. Can nade them out. Can get blinded.
Oh, you're hoping the paint can pushes them out there, but
just tanks it.
Yeah.
Going to find the trade, though, later.
Oh, hello. I see your arm. The information's there. Doesn't matter, though.
Down.
Toxic shuts down MGD.
Kaz is going to find an empty bomb site here. Hopefully they find out quick enough.
That's always the thing you always look at. You're like, oh, we know, but they don't. And they, of course, got to be cautious. Any Maryland player could be sitting around any single one of these sharp corners. And speaking of, we might have one there. Gojo is starting to get a little bit close, but they do have two players that they have to deal with. Kaz is hanging out there.
It's looking like Gojo's going to wait for this connector take. Also go in at the same time. Gojo goes in, gets killed. Panko gets traded off that. Kaz just going to hold the CT fight here. Probably not over peak. Oh, as I say that, over peeking.
It worked out. It worked out for her, though.
What do you mean over peeking? Gets the kill.
It's so funny. It's twice that.
Just going to go into a crossfire. Bomb is already too far tick. Just has to fight. Kaz takes the kill. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
I don't know if I'd throw the easy peasy part on the top of it, but yeah, definitely, some lemon squeezy by the end of it, I guess. But look at that. That was gnarly. And yeah, thankfully the trade came out in that connector as well, because if it didn't, I mean, we came out on top with Gojo being taken out just before there, and that allowed us into an advantageous spot when it came to defending that retake.
Yeah, finding that first kill on that double swing was definitely a make or break point in that round.
Right. Eco's still looking pretty good for for Maryland. So this isn't a done thing yet. With only 3 rounds left to go, let's see if the Condors can lock it down without giving up another one, make our predictions right.
Yep. We're going to find ourselves going towards A here. This site is definitely stacked. But guess what? Looking like it's against an eco. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Just spray and eliminate.
Spray down all those pistols. Run them down.
I mean, that's realistically it. You kind of want to go into those potentially final 2 rounds with as much money as possible to be able to buy, just continually buy, even if you lose. So I understand the call here from Maryland, but it definitely puts the Condors in a good spot to wrap up this first map.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the peek into spawn. Spot him. Free kill. Kaz is gonna run into these 2 coming through the main. Ella Bloom's there for the trade.
Spray a little bit off, and that's gonna be a kill for Gojo. Revenge from before.
The double trade. He's gonna be stuck in that elbow spot and
should be a map win.
Waiting to die, essentially.
Round win there for. Oh, knife out. The wrong moment there.
Gets a free kill, but going to blow up. Oh my days. Going to bring that rifle into the next round. And that's just more money in the bank account.
Especially that extra kill, too.
Yeah.
No, this is the right play by the end of it. I mean, they still eliminated enough of the Condors, I think, to feel successful.
Oh, more than successful here, yeah. I think 2 alive, that's like, you're feeling good. If you can get 2 kills, you're feeling, okay, we're keeping them in check. You get 3, feeling good. You get 4, feeling immaculate. Win the round, straight elation.
Yeah, well, Condors got 2 more to lock in. And I'm very curious how it's going to go. They're going to hold up as well. Straight onto B site. They make their move in here, and it might work out for them. Maryland on the other side. Panko throwing rockets. And a little buddy out there to buy them a little bit more time for the spike plant.
A double alt's going to find them a free site. Ella Bloom hearing a lot of info, knowing that they're going to be alting into site.
Yeah, it's hard for them, especially on a bit of an eco round for the Condors. But Panko is setting them on the right foot here. Oh, I don't know if she's going to be able to get that last round, of course. Just below the edge there, she'll get scouted out. Kaz, though, cleans up. That is not how Maryland wanted that round to go.
Especially investing those double alt back into for the retake. Just not finding much with that double alt.
Again, correct me if mistaken, but that was an eco round for them. Only a couple small buys for the Condors with the Bulldog and Phantom, correct?
Phantom is a full buy.
It's a Phantom's full buy? Okay, so that was the Vandal they went for. Okay.
So, like, Vandal
why the Bulldog, though?
Bulldog, maybe carry over from the other rounds. I don't know. Bulldog, I mean, they're money flush, so I don't see why Bulldog.
Okay. Okay. Well, either way, one more round here for the Condors, and they end off on a 13-6 on the map that was Maryland's pick. Ooh, not quite. That's going to be toxic on MGD. You're right. The info was definitely a good thing, but they are actually going to walk into this next, at least with a 4v4. Kaz trying to scout out one. Care Bear, good night. But Maryland does know that she's back there now, and it's going to be at least a trade. Panko for Toxic, and Grace takes out Ella, but Gojo does eliminate Panko as well. Kaz trying to get the last, pull the pistol out. She gets out of there, but I don't know if she's going to make it in time. She'll get chased down.
Well, this is going on. The bomb is still going. Going to molly out onto the bomb, and this looks like prediction correct, baby.
Let's go. How did that happen? How did that happen? The fact that Maryland started this with 4 rounds. It was a 4-2. They went up to 5, and the Condors did not give them space from there on out.
Yeah, obviously from getting that pistol round really carried them through that first like quarter round game. Ended up going straight into the rifle rounds, started to levelize, evened out 5-5. I think it was like 7-5 half. And then we just only lost one round from there, got the pistol, got the second round, and just cleaned up except for that one round.
Yeah. At the end of it, too, it was a Kaz, at a 20-11. Not a bad KD, too, coming into this. Grace they were fighting back, too. Grace was up there with the 2017, but it was definitely a stature thing. Like the Condors ultimately overall felt like their game, and I don't know if you can tell me why I'm feeling this way, but it felt like their game overall had just a more confident structure to it.
Honestly, I felt like just the calmness in the retakes, like just the util usage,
they knew
waiting
how to
when to throw it, and like it just a bit more like in touch with the team play. If that makes sense.
There's an air of expectation, I guess. Like they're like, oh, we know what to do here. Right? It didn't feel like they were scrambling ever to find a solution. Except for maybe when the bullets were missing. But like it felt like overall they had a solution almost every single time.
Yeah, waiting for those flanks, clearing out flanks. That I felt like they were finding them essentially just all the time, where the flank never really got to it. It was just the post round, like post plant retake flank, where you really found like they were getting caught out on, essentially.
That's good though to get a map win that's your opponent's pick. So of course they practice on everything, but it's still good to mentally as well to say that was yours. You guys were supposed to win this.
It's a great feeling, because then going into your own map, you have that confidence boost. This is home. This is where we practice the most. We were already expecting to play this map, and it's just you already have your feel for your pistols, your second round buys. Where like opponents pick, you're like, oh, what are they gonna do here? It's more like going home. You got your couch. You're feeling great. You lay down on the couch after your drive home. It's
although laying back while you're playing, sometimes it doesn't help that you got to stay lean forward.
I mean, I am a lean forward god.
I know. Well, you're a CS player.
Yeah.
You guys are in the monitor.
That is definitely true.
Yes.
That is.
We had a specific cam just for you.
Yes. The cam in question was off to the side because you could not see me from between the monitor
we had your
and
forehead the whole time.
Inches away.
But it mentally, this is what it feels like. But you got to also make sure that you don't loosen up too much, right? I mean, there's a chance for overconfidence to cause problems as well. How do you make sure that as a squad you're still going into the next round not losing touch with what works?
Honestly, it's just like taking that like half a second, just making sure you like decompress from the last game.
Right.
You don't forget it, but like you just feel yourself in the moment and just let just talking to everyone, just talk about something else. Let the pistol round and all the strats come in later. You're just kind of decompressing here and just chilling out, essentially.
Yeah, I think that's something about we see often with games like this, but something like Call of Duty, it's let's get back into it immediately. Let's get back into the next game. Rocket League, back into the next game. But for these players, there's a little CS as well. There's that moment of, okay, we need to take a break, make sure that we don't get too lazy, I guess, come to the next one. Let's talk about it. Let's refresh ourselves and then get into the next one.
Yeah, I feel like in like the COD, Rocket League, they're very like short form games, if that makes sense. And like with
each game itself is so short.
Yeah, and like with the longer form games, it's more like built in like the schedule where you got a bit more time between maps and such. But I feel like the COD games, Rocket League, very more fast pace, where like it by like default you're already like, let's go. Run it back. Let's keep going.
I guess for you, do you prefer to like try to carry that momentum? I mean, different players play differently. Are you someone that likes to run right in through with the momentum and say, let's just get the next one going, or do you want that break?
Obviously depends on like if you're going in with like the loss, you're going in with the win.
If you're going with the win like this,
I like to keep the momentum up.
You don't want to give people time to think, right? Yeah.
But with the loss, I like take the max break. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, it wasn't a long break.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to play the next one here. So we head on to Ascent. What kind of mix-ups? And we're already seeing a couple mix-ups on the picks.
Oh, my days.
Yeah?
If that pick for Maryland goes through, it's going to be a lot of fast-paced, a lot of everything going on everywhere. So that would be crazy if we end up with that pick. But, yeah, looking over, we are definitely looking at more of a default comp for Conestoga. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if this goes through, we don't know what Kaz is picking, but
I think they might be waiting to see if it goes through to make their pick.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess maybe we can converse about it more if anything when everything's locked in here. But I mean, what's your thoughts from Maryland right now? Like, what hecticness are we going to see?
I forget the character. Oh no,
you don't even know the name. Tell me why. Like, what's going to happen though?
Oh, essentially, it's just going to be TPs all over the place with their duelist.
Oh, that's fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, we're going to see a default out of Conestoga with the Sova. There's a lot of Sova darts on Ascent that you open your round with. Very much an info play initiator, but yeah. Not going to have any fun on the side of Maryland.
It seems like locked into something a little more
default.
Normal, yeah. I mean, I guess what are you expecting? What does the game plan look like from Maryland and I guess from the Condors? Are either one of these teams playing for a specific side here, whether it's defense or attack?
The attacking for us, obviously, double duelist again out.
Of course, yeah.
So you're going to see very much the same from Sunset with the fast plays, the really forcing themselves into that bomb site. So you're going to see a lot of mid, a lot of A takes fast. Maybe not a lot of fast Bs because it's a very easily splittable site if you take mid early round. But yeah, you'll see definitely a lot of fight in tiles here if they're going to be aggressive on the defender's side. But yeah, the KJ, obviously interesting to see where she's going to set up every round.
Right.
Obviously, the difference in having the double initiator for Maryland is going to be very much interesting because the only flash Condors has is on Kaz.
Yeah, well, and this is why I asked, do we feel like Maryland might be playing for the attack side as well?
Yeah. Fingers crossed they get there with enough rounds to where if they lose pistol, they can still make it work.
Right.
But essentially, they're definitely more on that sight hit heavy.
Let's take
flash out everything. Yeah. And Conestoga is just gonna be fast.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, again, Condors can lock in pretty solid in the first round because, again, you want to clean up before heading to defense. I always feel like I'd be anxious heading to defense, right? Like after playing on attack when you know you're going to play good on attack, because then you're like, okay, well, now I still have to hold off against an attack. Like, I would feel nervous. Look at that.
I'm so sorry. I've been distracted by the cats this whole time.
They have so many cats. Half their profile pictures, too, were I think it was a bat and a pumpkin. That is a big head. Look at it.
It's stretched there.
That thing's loud. They got the cats, too. Is that a Valorant thing? Everyone just loves their cats?
I mean, what's not to love?
Well, I'm allergic to cats.
You're allergic to cats?
Yeah.
Are you a dog person then?
I prefer dogs, but I'm also allergic to some dogs. I don't have any pets.
Oh, so you're like the allogenic? No, it's close to the word.
Well, there's hyperallergenic, which would be dogs or cats that wouldn't cause my allergies to go up. Double stack. They're boosting.
Quad boost.
Quad boost. That's too good. So. We are waiting on one of the players to get back in the lobby. I guess they lagged out. So if anyone's wondering why we're staring at cats right now, that's what's going on. But are you really complaining? Are you complaining at home? I don't think you are at this point.
Yeah, not much to complain from this side of the commentating booth, but
I just noticed someone someone's got their laundry out over there.
Hanging out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hanging in the mid.
Top right there. Yeah.
In the mid towards.
Do you think everyone just evacuated real quick?
I think it's just a bustling little neighborhood.
I should hope so. It doesn't look like it right now. And I honestly should hope that it's not bustling if the war is about to break out. A bunch of superheroes just came into town, right? Like, I'm not hanging out when the Avengers are here.
Yeah. Closing the windows, going to the basement.
Yeah.
Storm shelter, everything.
Depends on how, what outfit they're in. If I'm asking for an autograph or if I'm running. If I see Iron Man with the suit on, I might be going the other way.
Can we get the Penta boost?
Come on. It's all of their players that we have, right? Yeah, okay. So they can do it. Come on. The Penta boost. The legendary Penta boost. I don't think they have that sticker. I don't think
somebody doesn't have the sticker.
This is kind of disappointing. This is why you're losing, or you're going to lose this round. Yeah. The Condors, come on.
Not enough team.
It's over. We're going to map. We're going to Lotus. Oh, they got the coffee. Okay. Okay.
So we know it's not MGD, who doesn't have the cat.
Yeah. You're off the hook this time.
Looks like we might be getting into live here.
Yeah, they're starting to actually set up now.
Yeah, the AFK person is now back.
Yeah. One more cap for good measure. On the way out. The Condors, again, hopefully their gameplay is going to be a little more synergistic than their sticker game,
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll have to get we have a sticker expert back in production right now. We'll have to get Willow on the case here.
And we are live. Going to be leaning more towards A. Maryland's going to take that cat fight, even though they've been going to spot out 2. Going to accelerate. Double blind.
Yeah. Oh, they forgot there's another one there.
Second kill.
And the Condors on top right now, by far. Come on, give us the flawless. Although we are hurting a little bit right now. Couple sneezes and we'll lose a couple players here. Oh, there's one of them.
Finding everything. Found that headshot. Going to throw the other team's sentinel down low. Kaz in this aggressive position. We'll see if Care Bear is going to expect it. Going to switch into off angle. Going to the fight. Finds 2. Gives them the info. Just going to wait for them to swing out. Triple peek at the same time. It's definitely still losable. Ella Bloom's going to find the swing.
Well, they got the
last round is over.
Yeah, last one up on top there. And again, only losing 2 players off the first swing there. Not too shabby. They come out of that first pistol round. That's what we wanted, to be able to get as many attacking rounds secured as possible, because again, going on to defense, especially the way the setup is for Maryland right now, they might be playing for that side too.
Mm-hmm. Ella Bloom in that pistol round with that perfect blind to blind 2 on that cap push and just get the 2 free kill entry. Literally won the round for them. So going to be taking a more passive. Looks like almost the same as the pistol round. Just going to be running it back.
Not?
Worked the first time. Why wouldn't it work the second time?
Maybe they expect Maryland to be setting up similarly, and there's going to be the first swing. It's for the Condors. Panko. Oh my God! 3 down in the first little bit here. The Condors, good start to round 2.
All 3 headshots on all 3 pistols. This anti-eco, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Again, I'm going to pull that out. Again,
that one Panko made that one look easy peasy. Just pop, pop, pop. Well, they still do have to hold off against the retake here. No headshot on that one, but the squad is there to help out. Cresselia gets the last 2.
Beautiful.
Well, flawless round there for the squad. Look at this. Yeah, I want to see this again. That was
1, 2, 3.
Pop, pop, the slow-mo. Look at that. Just aim training perfection.
No doubt in my mind. Always going to be headshots.
This is the
I can't
cats are going off. Yeah, no, real. Jeez. Now you've got me focusing on that too.
Oh my god.
That's a terrible sound.
It's gonna be an Aileen again. Find the drone out for that extra info. Blind for taking the space. Knows there's an op here. It's gonna be a lot of info over. Panko's gonna run up, take the space, get smoked off. Maybe we might see a rotate, or they're just gonna go straight in.
Hey, why not? They get that first kill there, but you get those, again, massive amount of flashes that Maryland has there. It makes it harder to see.
Traded. Opper goes down on Tetris.
Ooh.
Coming through heaven.
Panko with the cleanup.
Beautiful headshots. And the round's over.
Let's talk about an MVP right now for map 2. I'm throwing Panko on the board.
You know what? I feel like Kaz is going to come back, catch up.
Yeah.
On the other duelist.
I mean, honestly, Cresselia not far behind, too, with the 4-0 right now.
Yeah.
Keeping your lives is an important aspect of the game, too. So.
But you did just mention that, so we're going to see.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah.
Now, if something happens.
It's on. I got the casting curse then. It's on me. I don't know. I brought up the fact that the Maryland was close to 6 rounds a few times, and we still walked away with the right prediction. So I think I might be safe. Dang, they are just so aggressive right now. I mean, that's what you expect that double duelist to. They want to get on site, going for that B right now. First cleanup there. Panko taking out Care Bear. Bullets flying across the rest of the map. Shorty looking for a little close angle there. Pop to the face. It's Panko again. And MGD on the other side is going to grab Toxic. And 4v2, Condors in a good position.
Flank coming in. Going to throw a smoke out. Just broadcast that you're on flank.
Shots took a little longer to get the kill than maybe MGD wanted, but it didn't matter at the end of the day. Still got it. Condors up 4-0, and I believe that was Cresselia not dying again. So Casting Curse not on me.
It's not on you. It seems to be staying with me, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, you just need to stop it. Well, it hasn't been too bad.
Yeah.
It was funny, a couple calls directly as you're saying it, though. Something else happens. That's always
we'll stay away from saying stuff early here.
Yeah. Call it after.
But yeah, another A take here. We're going to take the early space towards A.
Distraction from the Cypher.
Taking main. Molly out. One's in wine, so we'll see if we clear that. Blind out, jumping close.
No sights on anything yet. There's one. Yeah.
Doesn't, in fact, get that kill. Panko going to dash out into the site. Take the early site info. Nothing here. Smoke off heaven, and we have a free bomb site. Just had to kill the guy in wine.
Yep. Ooh. Toxic, though. Eliminate one of our squad members. Retake started again. But a good hold from the Condors here. They're set up and ready to go.
MGD on flank, finding Gojo. Care Bear going to get that trade through. El Bloom and Panko in hell.
They know. Bear. Oh!
1v2. Sanda has the ult. Should be an easy.
Just hold off, keep poking through there until the bomb gets dropped, but the defuse is going to stick. It wasn't long enough.
I might have said something.
Yeah, you want to notice how you definitively said something was going to happen and then it didn't? First cast and he gets the curse.
Not saying it's a recurring theme, but there might in fact be a curse over here.
I'm experienced enough to tell you. Yeah, you've got it today. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, sir. I have to prescribe you with a mute button.
Gonna be early A info holding. Looks like we're gonna be going into a B hit. Real default hold here. Double A fight.
Why not? Could Good to reset every once in a while. Back to the fundamentals.
Other side of the map, going to go 1 for 1. Right? Yeah, 1 for 1. Yep. I was not tripping.
Okay.
1 for 1. This is probably going to be an A hit after that smoke goes out.
Yeah. Quick swing around the corner, but find nothing. Patience. Patience for Maryland. There's the swing and the kill for Care Bear. Kaz, once again on the receiving end of that, I've seen ya, has seen ya, and it was Ella Bloom. Spike down at least for the Condors. That's good at least.
Not going to find anything. This is going to be a fast retake coming in. Knows where one is on site. Sanda going to fall to stairs. MGD blind.
Yeah, not good.
1v3 gets the first. Definitely doable. 3 bullets though.
Yeah, not going to be easy. Okay, MGD. Where's the last there? Pulls out the classic. You got the information. They're going to pull down here. Swinging back and forth. 1, 2, take a shot. It was so close. And that's definitely enough time for the defuse.
Oh, that was a valiant effort right there.
Very good try. Make that attacker come to you. Or sorry, defender come to you.
Honestly, if you want to lose a round, it's losing and killing everyone but one. So keeping money in check coming into this round, looking to get the win, and get the win on this round. You could find yourselves against an eco.
That's very true. But Condors, honestly, I love these moments of brilliance too. We're getting the use out of our highlight buttons today.
I hear the cats.
Yeah, you hear it again. I saw it. You perked up. You looked like a dog. I think you just ears
Squirrel?
up. Yeah, squirrel.
Gonna be fast into B site here. No one's gonna be on site. And get that connector door closed. Market door is the actual call out, but connector's the same thing. It's a connector to something.
You're my expert. I'll believe you whatever you say.
Clear sight. Try to get a good post plant coming in. MGD finding the A push on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Pretty much securing this round.
Okay, well, now we've just lost it.
Yeah. Care Bear going to clear out. Not finding Ella Bloom. Smoking CT. They're going to go for this. I would not advise.
Oh, and here comes the push. Smokes out. Nice first gunfight there for Kaz Panko simultaneously, and Panko with the second one.
Cleaned up. That's where normally I'd call a slave myself. Bomb's already a quarter ticked. You lost 2 players clearing out A.
You just want to get out.
You don't have much space on B. It's like maybe you find the hero play, but it's a 5v3.
Yeah, they're going for clips right now.
Yeah. So I don't know if we can see how their money looks, but I would figure they're on a low buy. Just from the feeling. Yeah, looking at Gojo, that's a pistol out. Going to be an anti-eco here. Going to be possibly a fast B. Blind in to main. Smoke CT. Going to be going into where the Sentinel is. So we see a molly on lane there. Flash sight. Mollied off lane. Going to just stall out the hit. But it's definitely going to be a hit. They're going to know and fight deep into boat.
Yep.
Whatever you want to call it. Oh, not clearing. He's back a sight. Gets one.
They got the spike. Oh, no, yeah. Very interesting. They almost had the swing, too. Now they know that Care Bear's back there, and they got the feeling side.
Throwing out util.
That was, you know, before I talked about, you know, I talked about before where the Condors just felt like they felt more like confident in their structure. That was one of the first times I felt like they had to scramble for a solution. And do you think it came just from not getting that back clear?
Yeah, not clearing boat there was definitely where they lost that round. It just gave him gave her just free space to work with, gets the first free kill, and then just has to play life there because your teammates are running into sight.
Yeah.
And comms are so hectic there that they're just not ready for they're going to have to like figure out how to clear out the boat guy.
Right.
And at the same time, you're getting pushed from every angle of all those pistols running you down.
Yeah.
We're going to find ourselves straight back in. Going to be an A take. No one defending. Let's see if they hit through the smoke. Looks like they are. Double flash through, run through.
Ooh, that was a good clean there from I've seen ya. Holding off A site. They'll share the information to the other side, but we do still have, of course, our lurker trying to get a couple picks up through the backside. MGD there trying to find the one, but that's it. Now they can move to site, and it's going to be all the rest of the defenders. 5 of them, in fact, trying to go for that retake on 3 of the Condors.
Knife's going to go out clear mid-sight.
Good cleanup there, but she doesn't see the other one there. Thanks for the smoke clears, and Ella cleans up 2, brings it down to a closer matchup, but it is still a 1v3. No matter how well Panko's doing, that is not an easy matchup.
Well. 5-4.
Yeah.
Money might be tight, in my guess. We might see an eco round, deco round. Who knows?
Well, I also feel like the just being on attack, you know, they're hoping maybe to roll away with this. As you said, even with the double duelists, to try to have into second half a significant lead, but that's not happening right now.
Yeah, it's closing up. Maryland has been bringing it since that boat round, not clearing boats.
Yep.
But yeah, we're going to find ourselves in an eco, probably be 5-5. Let's see if they can do something with this. Going to be the first round they go through tiles.
Ooh, bang. Oh! Obvi up.
Obvi scout, but.
Sorry.
Yeah,
sniper v. sniper. Yeah.
Sniper v. sniper. Did not, in fact, go well.
My brain just was thinking multiple ops because I saw the kill feed. It was just Care Bear, Care Bear, Care Bear.
Yeah, getting the collat through to tiles, peeking down mid, knowing it's an eco, and just having that extra bit of confidence that, are they going to hit the headshot on me from this far distance? Probably not. Just taking that fight.
Yeah. Little dance to prep them up to get in there. The universal sign of I'm friendly, but it doesn't look like they are. With guns in their hands, they try to use them, and fortunately they're not connecting.
Oh. Running into the molly after getting that kill into market. But doesn't matter. Eco round.
Yeah.
Finding one. I don't know if they picked the op up again, the operator. But let's take a look at this collateral.
Woof. Yeah, and then just straight back for a third one, too. Yeah, that I was huge for Care Bear. Care Bear's definitely been probably the most solid player. I've seen you has been real good at getting those early picks to give the information that Maryland needs. But Care Bear, definitely the clutch when it comes to the frags.
Yeah. Boat round doing wonders with that 3K.
Mm-hmm. Now for the Condors, what's the plan?
I'm going to look to go up cat, blind, free kill. Beautiful blind from Ella. Going to be taking in main. Kaz finding the close A main player. This opper is stuck, dashes, doesn't get away. Panko gets that kill for free.
That's going to be the Condors in a great position now. 5v2. Spike down, and you see the last 2 approaching. Backside, it's going to be 1 and maybe 2 here for Kaz. Make the swing, clean it up.
Oh, that dismiss. Perfect timing, and gets the second for that beautiful dismiss. Needed to win that round to be able to buy here. Easy peasy. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to say the second part of that, but it might not be allowed at this point.
Yeah,
3 times in a row with that.
Yeah.
Stay away.
You'll end up making us lose another round.
Something like that.
Nice and clean there from Kaz at the end. Keep the lead. Condor is only up 6-5 though, and this is I mean, maybe something in both. Well, you did give them 8 rounds. You said that this might be a bigger fight from Maryland, so and it's still in the game.
Yeah, so far it has. But we'll see if they get this last round before the half. Break the turret towards spawn. Spotted jet, so they probably know it's going to be a hit. Rotate through mid is already going. Looking like in a hard hold mid. Kaz finding that pick into mid. Traded, actually.
Kaz will have one on the swing here, though. Around the corner. There it is, up on the box, and I've seen you proving their eyesight maybe a little bit quicker here. Spike will go down, but Care Bears trying to find any connection through the wall.
Nada.
Nothing
again from that ult.
Yeah.
They're going to walk out onto site. Break the drone. Rotate into a different place. Ella Bloom walks through the smoke. Gets to Fender.
Oh, yeah. Hello. They're over there. Of course, Cresselia doesn't know that. And defenders able to walk on a site, get a defuse.
Splitting the half as well.
Yeah, very close. Only 2 more rounds. This will have to be... The Condors now will have to lock in when it comes to defense if we're going to make that 13-8 happen. How do you feel now with this comp when it comes to defense and how both teams have been playing?
I think they're going to have to be like very proactive with like taking space and trading space with these duelists. Probably going to see Panko get that op out real quick.
Yeah.
Kaz will probably be the one that you'll see taking space because she has that blind the eye and yeah, so we're going to be looking at Maryland leaning towards A for this pistol round. We do still have the Tiles player, so let's see. You can smoke mid.
Yeah, I mean, for Condors, you know what I want them to do? Super, super, super aggressive. Just take the whole team, rotate around to their spawn. Easy.
Easy peasy.
Terrible idea. Listen to Rajante, not me.
Get that tree presence.
Kaz.
Sliding in.
It's found around the corner by Grace.
2 tree. Gonna plant Jen. Panko's gonna peek out.
Couple
Gets
pokes.
spotted. Sees 3, goes down.
Ella is still lighting it up there, though, before getting taken down. Cresselia. See if they can find some around this corner here. MGD on the site here. In the smoke, it clears because you got to pick. He's going for it. Grace is just going to hold it, though. They just need to wait for time. They have the player advantage. It's up to the Condors to go for the retake here. Try to get on site. MGD gets 1. Gojo takes down Cresselia, and up to MGD to clean it up. And she's got no time left, really, to do anything. She'll have to just stick it. Fakes 1. Tries to pick the other, but it's not going to be enough time here. At least get the kill. Not quite. Get out of there. Run for your life. I like the idea, though.
Yeah, close in the end. Almost got it done. Not enough time. Running out. Oh, the A split's going to work for Maryland. We're going to see maybe a buy into this round.
Oh, no. You know what I've realized? You were the one that said we're not going to go to Lotus. And you have the cast of Curse today, which means we're going to Lotus.
Oh, no. I was careful what I was going to say there.
Don't make it worse. Suddenly we're going to have server disconnects, and it's going to be like an hour before they can keep playing. No.
Yeah, full save here on the defender's side. Kaz. Find that one-shot headshot. Gets spotted out.
Not going that way.
Grace not going to go for the repake. Ooh, that was an interesting pronunciation of that.
That's the way it goes sometimes. Pronunciation. It's very slow. Second round to the second half here.
Attacker's just waiting for the defenders to go for an info play, but it seems they're waiting for them to hit a site and nothing's going on. So
I mean, That's all they got to do.
Minute into the round, nothing's gone on. Only seen one person. They're going to go and actually go into the stack. So good see a couple kills here.
Yeah. As many as you can get going into that third round. Try to even things up. We'll have that information real quick of what's going on. The Condors, I think, are ready to rock. Let's see if they can clean it up. Pango drops one. Not a second one yet, but doing some damage. MGG drops another one. Trades back and forth. Care Bear is going to clean up down to the last player. Of course, they're going to get the spike planted. Kaz has to see if they can at least pick one off. Get something before this round is over. Maybe even a clutch up here. Starting to spin the corner. Get sight on anyone. Probably not through the blocks. Trying to get a couple takes. You see someone chasing it down. And of course, not going to go in your favor. Toxic. It's going to end that round.
2 kills coming out, so a bit of money damage.
Little bit. You hope for a third, maybe.
Let's see the replay. There's that first. There's the second come in. Ooh.
Yeah, some snaps back and forth there. Care Bear. Again, Care Bear's been... That's been the anchor for this squad when it comes to being able to create an advantage player-wise for Maryland. They've got their 8 rounds now. So it'll be up to the Condors to have probably one of the craziest momentum swings they've ever seen.
Well, they do have the rifles for it, so full buy coming out. Looking at, looks like a mid-take from Maryland. Going to be probably a B split here. Droning into market. Cresselia is just going to sit back, relax, let them walk up.
Oh my God, there it is.
Timing. Gets to market. Doesn't know there's 2 more, but they know it's going to be B.
Yep, that's all they needed. Full rotate around from the Condors. They clear their corners, make their way to sight. Ooh, if we can get a couple here. MGD just has to spray. No, not even one. At least Ella gets a trade there. Panko, another. But it is an advantage now for Maryland as they have, or sorry, for the Condors as we have 3 only on the other side that we need to take down. And Panko eliminates 2 of them. The last one gone. Bye-bye. Condors, momentum swing?
Momentum swing. We'll have to see on that. But 4 live, honestly, against the bonus round, like perfect. Exactly what you want to go down. Only losing 1 in the back of the bomb site. So looking good coming into this next round.
Yeah.
We'll see if it can continue.
The other interesting thing, too, is neither team, I guess, really feels out of the play because we haven't seen any timeouts happen so far.
Yeah. I totally forgot, but no timeouts coming through. And just play.
Generally, you feel like that means teams are confident.
At least it's flowing, if that makes sense. Nothing like no real conversations happening. It's just like continually flowing. You don't have to like sit and think about stuff.
Yeah.
Talk through, but yeah, gonna be taking this A main fight. Standing back for, I don't know, maybe the blind. Normally you see them standing back for the knife and such. Going to spot 2 out. Maryland. Yep. This cat split coming in. Going to miss the first. Find the second, though. Doesn't know the first is crossed. Going to get caught out.
Yep. Of course, she's gone there, but a good kill there. For Kaz, grabbing 2. Panko finally gets that target that she had locked in on.
What is going on?
I don't know, but it's working.
Gojo gonna walk through mid, get spotted. Tiles. Doesn't know she has a free B bomb site, but
I guess they're gonna hunt them down there. There's Gojo.
Walk out.
Bye.
Bop.
Yeah, no, that was. You said you expected maybe a bit further up, but I mean this worked. I guess maybe Maryland also thought the same thing and just was thrown off by this.
Yeah. L Bloom gets the timing on the second and then gets punished for that timing. Not expecting the Grace tight in the corner. Well, she clears out Cat. But yeah, honestly, it was a beautiful A-hold there on main. Spots 2 off rip. Knows they're B heavy. So wouldn't be surprised if we see a dart come out. Maybe rotate in. Just going to hold the main push while the smoke's up.
Yep. We'll see if they get ballsy and push it, but
going against an eco or deco per se.
There it is.
Smoked off.
Grisellia pulled out of the action for a moment while Maryland tries to figure out what they want to do. They're going to throw the spike down over there while they figure out their plan.
Full rotating over here. Looks like they're also rotating to hit A. Going to be running straight back.
Condor's going to call him out too, eh?
Yeah, going to get there in time, definitely. This is a slow rotate from Maryland.
Yeah,
going to flash in.
Find out soon for the Condors that it's going to be full over to A here. And now they know Panko on the walk backwards. Takes one out. Kaz gets another one. We're going to somehow turn this into an advantageous position here. It's just down to 2 Maryland players left. Down to 0. No, that last one is holding off there. But with a 2v1, it should be the Condors to clean this up. That's it. That was potentially a bad situation. I mean, we came into that A push with a player down, but a couple good picks there gave Condors a fighting chance.
Yeah, honestly, just perfect like util usage on like the dismiss and Panko with the dash away just to get those free kills and get out of dodge.
Yeah, look at that.
Dismiss. Sorry, the dash.
Yep. No, that dash was great. Get a kill, get out.
Get the info, everything. Wait for the rotates.
9 to 8 now, double digits potentially on their way for the Condors. No, you just crossed your finger. I know you didn't say anything, but you crossed your fingers. That still counts. You can still curse it.
I'm not saying nothing. Panko taking this deep angle into tiles. Looks like they're going to be hitting B fast. One insight, alt in.
Blah, 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 blah.
Finds the trade. Perfect. Jumping.
Whoa, okay. What? How did that turn into a 3-piece there after the first one? Hello. Cleans up a house. But it is down to a 3v2. Not over yet. Okay, spoke too soon.
Oh, my days.
What was that?
That was like, it went from could possibly fumble to, what do you mean I'm going to fumble that?
Yeah, no, that turned around. That was a full 180. You're hoping you get a couple more kills there, but especially when you get over to Ella here, like, okay, we got one. Now let's just clean up the rest.
Exactly.
That was
and into the 1vx.
A little shoddy to
runs
the face.
them down.
That was something. That was a roller coaster, that's for sure, to bring us into double digits. Condors, 3 more now. Let's see how Maryland answers this.
Up against a hodgepodge buy. Kaz gets the first in A main, and we're looking like they're just going to take the mid area. Up cat. MGD taking the fight, gets 2. Panko finds one, gonna run away with that info. MGD gonna clean up. We're just waiting on.
This guy's
Caustic.
sad little guy with the bomb.
Caustic, not gonna find anything. Kaz gonna peek out from line, clean it up. 11-8. Not gonna say anything, but. Fingers are still crossed.
Yeah, this is wild right now. The momentum definitely came around. And you'd be surprised. I mean, like, this is the point where you would expect Maryland to start pulling out a timeout. To say, okay, we got to shut this down if we truly believe that we can take this.
Timeout. Come in here with an idea. You got full guns, full util. See if you could possibly bring out a pocket strat, but no such timeout came out. But looking like they're going to be a heavy B lane. Panko gets smoked off of Cat. Looking like she's going to take a deep angle into A off of Kaz holding that cross.
You love the hard scope around corners. It's always just feels so silly to me. But
I'm a big quick switch rescope kind of guy, but
360.
KJ ult coming out.
Yeah, quick on a site. Maryland says, let's take this quick. Toxic. Shutting down Cresselia. That's one of our clutch players, but it doesn't matter. Kaz returns the favor there to two of them. Toxic and Care Bear eliminated by her hand. Now on to site. They are starting to play it, but they're not going to have a lot of people to defend it. Oh my God, the Condors making a move. Kaz specifically kicking the last one there, but it doesn't matter. The team is on it.
Loom cleans up. What a great quick retake. Didn't even get to put the bomb down, and they're already in the site fighting you.
Yeah, no, that was wild. You lost two players before that the spike was planted.
Yeah, just quick run in. Well, they're still clearing the back site. You have three people running in. The Logs guy wasn't even ready.
That's confidence. You expect most teams to wait around, you know, and say, okay, they'll wait for the retake.
Yeah.
No, they'll jump right in the middle. All right, one more match point now for the Condors.
Could be. Not saying it.
I think no, man. If this happens,
gonna get droned out. L Bloom gonna take that contact, dash out.
Yep.
Gonna just give up the space, take the info. Kaz gonna find one in a main. Celia's rotating over. Panko finds one.
There's two gone now. The Condors had an advantage, 5-3. And yeah, and you look how split as well the Maryland is right now.
Spread out all over the map. They're just bringing the fights to
Oh my
them.
God. One down, two more to go. The Condors are going to snake in on one there. Grace is gone. That bomb carrier is fighting scared. It's going to happen. I can't believe it. The Condors 13-8. Stretch calling it both. 13-6, 13-8. I genuinely cannot believe what I just saw there. Get out of here. Who are you?
I feel great, honestly. Like I'm ecstatic for the win and for the round. Oh my goodness,
that's crazy. That's mind blowing to me. Condors somehow up against adversity. It felt genuinely like a possibility of seeing Lotus here, but the Condors locked it in. It felt like something switched. I mean, the confidence really felt like the big difference maker for them. They just started playing knowing they would win those gunfights.
As soon as we got to that 9-8, they got the gun rounds flowing. I just never felt like they were going to lose that gunfight. They were just finding the headshots, finding the damage, getting the info. It was just like from there on out, just cleaned out.
For a moment, they forgot that they were better. Like, maybe we can. No, they remembered very quickly afterwards and did not let up. It was just a torrent afterwards, as you said, from that 9-8 nonstop. They were by and far the better team.
Oh, yeah. And it really showed with, I love the speed retake there. Before they even got to plant, retakes were looking good. Obviously, the information was flowing. They were playing off of each other perfectly, the crossfires on sites.
Right.
I really liked the end of the map. It just felt really good.
Felt clean.
Really good Valorant.
One thing we were talking about earlier, hoping to get to, and it was a 5-0, and that's now how they stand in this league. They came in 4-0. I mean, we felt they probably should have won this one, but then it was still, a good fight. It wasn't just a complete stomping here. I mean, the University of Maryland did put up a decent fight there, but overall, even as someone less experienced with the game, it felt, looking at this, that the Condors definitely had a much more composure, I guess, instinct, I guess, to their training. Like they've been through so many of these scenarios before that it felt like they were much more comfortable and confident in those plays.
Very comfortable playing that tight game.
Yeah.
A bit behind. Money is on the edge of being screwed. You have to win this rifle round or you have to save. It's those rounds where you find yourself in the higher pressure. You hear the heartbeat in your ears, and it's just no pressure there. They've been there before, just cleaned up, and it just looks good. To be honest, I don't know what else to add to that.
Yeah, no, it looked good. I mean, honestly, overall, the gunplay was phenomenal. I mean, I feel like they definitely set themselves apart from Maryland in that regard. Just they knew their crosshair placement was on point time and time again. As you said, they were communicating using the information they were getting to make sure that they were putting their guns in the right spot. A couple moments even where it wasn't, somehow it turned back around.
Somehow it just worked out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a couple I can think of there. But it made for entertainment. That is certainly it. But you, my man, at the end of the day, I think I was going to give the MVP to like Panko or something. It's really hard with this squad because honestly, they all pop off at times. But I think you have to walk away with the MVP. You call the 13-6 and then a 13-8, even when our opponents got to 8 well before we got close to 13.
I don't know how. I don't know where the numbers came from, but I just felt good about them, and they turned out to be true. What can I say?
Well, you're clipping that one and save that one.
It's going somewhere.
Clip the beginning and then show the end rounds because that was – put that in the highlight package because that was gnarly. But anyways, it does bring us to the end of our day today. And if today is Thursday, that indicates to me the weekend is coming up, which means we don't have any games for you guys and should hopefully be back next week on Monday at 7. We do know that it is break week for all the students, but the games don't stop. Our athletes continue to carry on and bring you guys entertainment, so join us there. Again, go to all of the socials and follow them so you make sure you're not missing any of our matches when they're happening. Stretch, I got to say thank you for joining me. It was wonderful to cast, and thanks for guiding me along on this.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a great time, I would say.
It's good to be able to watch a win, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's exponentially better.
That definitely helps. Anyways, thank you so much, and thank you guys as well for joining us, and we'll see you on Monday.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We